What's good, y'all? Welcome to the lab. It's your boy, Ariel. And today we're going to talk about budgeting and we're going to talk about the 10% rule. Why? Because not everybody's going to be a millionaire. Let's face it. But everybody needs to be good with money management because we deal with money every single day. All right? We deal with money every single week, every single month. We all have some type of income and expense that goes on in our daily lives, right? So a budget is a financial report of your income and your expenses, whether it's allowance, whether it's a job, whether it's a business, whether it's child support, whether it's IRS giving you money. Everybody has some type of income, all right? And everybody has some type of expense. So what we need to do is keep track of all of our income and all of our expenses, whether it be our rent, our car insurance, our car note, eating out to lunch, buying clothes, shopping, going to the movies, whatever that expense may be. We need to keep track of our money because we want to take our finances to the next level, right? You take your finances to the next level, you take your life to the next level. You take your life to the next level, you take your relationship to the next level, okay? And I want everybody to live their best life. So what we all need to do is get ahead of this thing. Because if we don't get ahead of this thing, if we don't understand where our money is going and where our money is coming in from, we will get behind. I'll give you an example, right? Growing up, I didn't have this information. So when I got my first job, I paid everybody, whether I went shopping, whether I paid my cell phone bill, whether I went out to get dinner, get lunch, no matter what the expense was, I made sure I paid it, right? So at the end of the week, I didn't have any money for myself. I was always broke and I was always wondering, why am I living paycheck to paycheck? I was always wondering why I could never save no money. Like, where is my money going? Where's my money coming in? So as I got older and I started to do more research and I started to learn and I started to have financial discipline, I started to save more money. Why? Because I created a budget, okay? I created a budget of all my income and all my expenses, so I started to learn where my money was going, right? As an example, the government taxes your hard-earned money every single week, okay? So when you get your paycheck, the government takes their money out first. If you're self-employed, the government takes their money out at the end of the year, okay? It doesn't matter. They're coming for theirs. They're coming to get their money. So if you have a job and you get a weekly paycheck, the government takes their money off the top first. The government don't wait till you pay your cell phone bill. The government don't wait till you pay your rent. The government don't wait until you pay your car insurance. And they have no mercy. It don't matter how far you behind on your credit card bills, your mortgage, no matter what. If you in debt to the casinos, if you in debt to your friends, the government taking their bread off the top, no matter what, first before you even see your money. And guess what? You earned that money. You went to work. You punched the clock. You put your energy and effort into earning that money. So what you're going to do is you're going to follow their lead, all right? What successful people do is follow successful principles of other people. And the government is successful at getting our money first. So what are we going to do? We're going to take that same principle of paying ourselves first with our 10% rule. Why 10%? Because it's enough money to where you won't even know it's gone. You won't even know you're missing it, okay? So after the government takes their money out, you pay yourself first. Why? Because you deserve it. You worked for it. Like I said, you punched the clock. You got up in the morning. You got up in the afternoon. You went and worked long hours. You worked hard. You put the energy and effort into making that money. Not the government, not your rent, not your car insurance, not your cell phone bill. Those things are important. Don't get me wrong. But you are more important. And I'm here to tell you, you are more important and you have purpose. You are not here by accident, okay? Your mother did not carry you 9 months in her stomach by accident. Your mother did not push out your big head by accident, okay? She did that intentionally and she did that on purpose. Why? Because you have purpose. And today I want you to walk in your purpose. I want you to live in your purpose. And I want you to take control of your finances, because if you can take control of your finances, you can take your life to the next level. And if you take your life to the next level, you can take your relationship to the next level. And if you take your life to the next level, you can take your family to the next level. All right? So let's get into it. All right, we're going to do an example budget. What I need you to do is get out a pencil and paper, pen, whatever you like to use, iPad, cell phone, laptop, however you take notes, and follow me as I do this budget, okay? Budgeting is a skill, and just like basketball, it takes time to learn. Just like baseball, it takes time to get better. And just like football, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort to get good at budgeting. You're not going to budget once and never budget again, okay? As your income increases, you will rework your budget. As your income decreases, you'll rework your budget. As new bills come up, new income comes in, you will rework your budget. Budgeting is a skill, okay? Budgeting takes time. Budgeting takes practice. You're not going to create one budget and never budget again, okay? You're going to budget for the rest of your life. Why? Because you're going to take control of your finances, and you're going to have money coming in until the day you die, right? So you have to take control of your budgeting and your finances. So without further ado, let's get into a sample budget, and you can follow along. Pause the video if you have to. But what I need you to do is write down all of your expenses, okay? Expenses can be rent, car note, insurance, food, gas, cable, internet, and savings. Gotta work your savings into your expenses, because like I said, we're taking control and we're paying ourselves first, okay? This is just an example budget. Your budget is gonna have a lot more than this, all right? Because you're going to work in how much money you spend on lunch, how much money you spend on going out, how much money you spend on shopping, how much money you spend on giving other people. You gotta really sit down and think about all of your expenses. Guess what? It's not gonna be easy, but I believe in you. I believe you can do it. I believe you have everything it takes right here inside of you to be the best you can be. And right now, we're preparing ourselves to be the best we can be in 2019, okay? So over here, we're going to do income. I hope y'all can see this. If not, please forgive me. I'm going to work on getting a bigger board. But right now, just work with me, okay? Let's say you have a job, and your job pays you $500 a week. For weeks is $2,000 a month, okay? So you want to do 2,000, because you're doing this times 4, okay? 500 times 4 equals 2,000, right? So the government comes in, they take their tax money. So government tax, let's say $200. So now you're left with $1,800, which is your spendable income. This is your gross income. You can see on your pay stub, gross income. Then you'll see net income, which is your spendable income. This is what you get back. You see, the government took their money first, so now we're going to take our money first. We're going to take 10%. All right? And 10% of $1,800 is $180. So after we took out our money, we're left with $1,620, okay? Because we subtracted our 10%, which is our savings. So we're going to take this away from here, our expenses, because we put it right here, okay? We paid ourselves first. Keep that in mind. That's in our pocket already. This is our spendable income, $620. So let's just say our rent is $600. Our car note, $200. Our car insurance, $100. Our food bill, $200. Gas, let's say $100 a week. Our cable, $50 a week, $50 a month, my bad. And then our internet is $100 a month. This is all your monthly expenses because we're doing it by month, okay? So let's add up our expenses. We got $600, $800, $900, $1,100, $1,200, $1,250, $1,350. So our expenses at the end of the month is $1,350. So these are total expenses which we're going to subtract from our spendable income, $1,350. So now we have to subtract this from this. We're going to get, boom, you're going to take from that, turn that to a 5. So we got 7, 2. So we have $200.70 extra from all of our income and expenses. This is our budget, okay? We put our expenses and we put our income, which leaves us with $270. What you can do with this $270 is you can take 100 out, call it emergency, okay? This emergency money is not the same as your savings. Your savings is for investment and or vacation, okay? That's for us. That's because we worked hard. Whether you want to invest in the stock market, you want to invest in real estate, you want to invest in cars, you want to invest in a business, that's our money. We can do it if we want because we took that out. So this emergency money is for a flat tire. Your car needs to be fixed. If somebody needs you to loan some money, whatever, right? So that's what the emergency money is for. And you're left with $170 to do whatever you want. This is your date money. This is your lunch money. This is your shopping money. This is your rollerblade money, your video game money, whatever you want to do with that at the end of the month. That's your $170 for fun. Let's just say for fun. That's your fun money. If you don't want to have fun and you want to sacrifice and you want to discipline yourself because you want to achieve your goal faster, you can take your fun money and put it into the savings. Or you can just take $70 of the fun money and put it into savings. So now you're saving $250 a month, right? And then you still have $100 for fun. So I hope y'all can see this. If not, pause the video and then you can rework your budget however you want. This is an example budget. Your budget is going to be a lot more complex. So now we can talk about budget cuts, okay? So I'm going to erase this, make sure, everybody understand it. Right? Now we're going to talk about budget cuts. Budget cuts allow us to go within our budget, go within our expenses, and see where we could chop some things in half in order for us to save more money and have more money for fun or more money for savings, right? So let's say your cable is $150 and your rent is $700, right? And we're working on budget cuts, okay? So with your rent, you can say, I'm cool with living by myself, but I got this extra room in the 2-bedroom. I'm going to get a roommate. I'm going to charge my roommate $350. So now your roommate pays $350. So you subtract that from $700. Now you save $350 in your budget cuts. All right. We're going to do cable now. Let's say you want to get rid of cable, which is $150, right? And you get Netflix or Hulu and or a Fire Stick. And let's say now your monthly cable bill is $60, right? So you subtract that. Now you save $90, okay? This is how you do budget cuts. You go through your budget, your expenses, and you realize what's more important to you. Is having a lot of space, living by yourself more important? Or is having $350 to do whatever you want with more important? Can you put up with a roommate? This is where you have to have self-awareness and know yourself so that you can be able to make the necessary budget cuts, okay? These are just two examples of budget cuts. You can do another example of a budget cut, which is your lunch, right? Let's say you're spending $10 a day, 5 days a week, right? That's $50 a week times 4, and that equals $200 on lunch, right? This is eating out. This isn't you preparing your own lunch. So what you do is you say, I'm not eating out 5 times a week anymore because that's too much money. That's a whole nother bill. What you're going to do is you're going to say, I'm going to take that 200, I'm going to subtract 80 of it, and I'm going to buy peanut butter and jelly. I'm going to buy lunch meat. I'm going to buy chips. I'm going to buy apples. I'm going to buy whatever. You go grocery shopping, and you cut this down to $120. So now you're saving $120, which you can invest. You can spend on yourself. You can put towards your trips, or you can put towards your emergency money. All right? You can take that money and do whatever you want with it. Why? Because you made budget cuts in your expenses. You cut your expenses in order to save more money, okay? Let's say you go through your budget cuts and you can't cut anything else out. You cut everywhere. You looked at cable, you looked at rent, you got cheaper car insurance, you stopped shopping, you stopped eating out, you do everything possible, but you're still not saving no money. All of your bills is still taking your money, right? So now what you got to do is you got to either create a business, work more hours at your job, and or start a side hustle, okay? These are income boosters, all right? Income boosters, which is a side hustle, which is a business, and or working more hours at your job. Let's say you're working 40 hours a week. You want more money? Work 50 hours a week. Get a second job. Another second job. Second job, just say you add 10 hours a week. Okay? Now you're working 50 hours a week. Let's say you get a side hustle, right? Instacart, Uber, Lyft, and or some other thing you decide to do. Let's say you start a business and you sell t-shirts, right? All these things are income boosters. This is where you have to boost your income so that you can have more money coming in so you can save more money and have more money for fun, right? Because let's face it, budgets are sacrifices, right? Budgets also teach us how much we value people in our lives, how much we value our personal time, how much we value our money. A budget is teaching us. Don't never look at a budget as if the budget is taken from you, as if the budget is daunting, as if the budget is too hard, as if the budget wants to make your life miserable. The budget does not want to make your life miserable. A budget wants to help you identify where your money is going and how it's coming in. That's all it's here to do. A budget teaches us, what do we value most? Do we value our money? Do we value our time? Do we value our family? Do we value our loved ones? Right? A budget is always teaching us. So never overlook the lessons within a budget, right? A budget tells you, what do you value? Do you value a vacation? Do you value investing money in stocks and watching your stock grow? Do you value the sneakers, the clothes, the food? Do you value your friends going out, going on dates, going to the bowling alley? Like, what do you value? You have to understand what you value and your self-awareness, right? so that you can take control of your finances. So that was my quick lesson on budgeting and the 10% rule so that you can prepare for your 2019 to make your 2019 better than your 2018, okay? I want to help you take your life to the next level. And in order to take your life to the next level, there has to be a practical step in which we can measure. And what we did just now was measure out all of these things, okay? So if you can't measure it, it's not real, all right? We got to be serious about our money. We got to be serious about our finances because not everybody is going to be a millionaire, but everybody needs to be good with money management, okay? It's your boy, Ariel, and thank you for coming into the lab. I appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this video on YouTube, like us on Facebook, like us on Instagram. Everything is Ariel Inspires. It takes 2 minutes to create a YouTube account and for you to sign up and create your Gmail so you can subscribe to our channel and get future updates on videos that we post, okay? You don't always have to give your money in order to show support. You can show support by subscribing to our channel. You can show support by liking our video. You can show support by commenting on our video. Just a real quick comment saying, good job, okay? Just a real quick comment saying, nice information, whatever it is. And if you didn't like the information in the video, you can say that as well. You have the freedom to say that as well. So, like our channel. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Oh, yeah, and one last thing, right? What I need y'all to do is work into your budget, giving. Because the more you give, the more you receive. Okay, a lot of us are always looking for a blessing. A lot of us are always looking for help. But how many of us are looking to be the help that someone else needs? How many of us are looking to be the blessing that someone else needs? There's always someone who has less than us, and we can be that blessing. So if you have the extra money, work it into your budget as a giving expense. Whether you give to your church, whether you give to an organization, whether you give to the Boys and Girls Club, always give a certain amount because it's the great thing to do. Giving is always good and giving always helps. All right? We appreciate your time and we appreciate your effort. And remember, it's your boy Ariel, and we out.